Hello everyone, Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, we continue our best comics of 2024 series. We're getting close to the end. I'm getting close to the end of my list, but I definitely did not want to miss out on this book. Today, I will be talking about Animal Pound. This is issues 1 through 5 from Boom Studios. This will be collected later on in March of 2025, but I read the single issues. This is written by Tom King with art by Peter Gross, colors by Tamara Von Villen, letters by Clem Cowell. This is an incredible book. I will give you a heads up. It deals with a lot of themes that are currently in the atmosphere politically. So if that's something that you just don't want to explore, feel free to not do so. I think there's a lot to learn and discuss in this book. So it's definitely very interesting. But of course, because it has a lot of social commentary on real world stuff, it can be a little bit hard. It can be a little bit difficult to kind of get through, but I think that's what's great about comics. They can be challenging. You can explore the medium and you can push the limits. In this book, when animals grow tired of being caged, killed, and sold off, it's only a matter of time before they've had enough. After an uprising puts the animals in control of the pound, they quickly find themselves as comrades, united against everything that walks on two legs. But with this newfound power comes a sudden change. How best to lay the groundwork for this new democracy? King and Gross give us an updated version of Animal Farm for the 21st century America, where a two-party system gives way to fear and fascism in this can't miss series. And that's pretty much what you're getting there. So I've talked a little bit already about the themes of this book. So what I want to talk about now is Peter Gross and Tamara Von Villen's art. I was not familiar with Peter Gross. I don't think I can name another book by this creator, but after this, I'll definitely be looking more into some other work. It's great. I think Gross manages to find the balance between something that could be very dark and then kind of still evoke moments that feel dramatic, that feel realistic, that feel earned. This is a book that has dogs, cats, and rabbits as this society that lives in this pound. And I think that they do some very interesting stuff, whether it's some of the different types of breeds that you can draw and the different type of approaches to how you explore a world from the point of view of an animal. I think that the team just does such a good job. There's some stuff that's pretty messed up, pretty gnarly, but there's some stuff that's just kind of endearing as well, right? I think that animals um, are always a very interesting subject matter to explore. If you've read things like We Three or more recently, Man's Best, which is a book that kind of came out at the same time as this, very different though thematically, but it also follows animals around, and these are not animals that are anthropomorphized, right? These are just animals that are like normal animals. They just happen to be in extraordinary circumstances. So, as I mentioned, I don't think Tom King is very subtle with the messages here. This is definitely a book to re-examine and evaluate the current political landscape. But it's also a book that's very interesting. It's got an interesting story to follow along. It's got characters that are compelling because these are animals that are fully fledged characters, and it's got a premise that makes sense, and I think in a very smart way reflects the way that a two-party system does work in a country like America. There's a lot of very interesting metaphors that you can follow through. You can just follow the book as this, like, this fantastical circumstances of events that follow through. And I think what I really like is the more subtle messages of like how there are some things that we rely on as a society. So yeah, it's a very, very interesting book, very engrossing read. I read this on a monthly basis, and that's something that I don't normally do with miniseries. Usually I like to wait till everything's done, but I just couldn't wait to pick up the next one. This case, I believe I have a review for each one of the episodes for the issues. So it's only a 5 issue series, and like I said, itself is hard, maybe not the thing you want to read as you're trying to escape from some of the stuff from day-to-day life. But I think it's important for us to examine things like this and just hold the mirror back up to what's going on in the real world. So, either way, if you've checked this out, let me know what you thought about this book down in the comments. Let me know what other books you may have read that are in the best of 2024 that I haven't covered. Maybe that's something that I'll put on my list of things to read very soon. So, as always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.